Welcome. I bid you welcome, John Clauser, Johnny Metal, the Metal Dad, coming to you from my music corner of the world. Wasp Wednesday people, rejoice because we've got part two with the a little Italian lady, Miss Mariagrazia Ferry. How are you doing, my lady? How are you?
Fine, thank you. Just
Good.
finished my summer vacation.
Oh boy. Oh
Yeah,
boy.
all good. And this summer vacations, this summer holidays started with the amazing night in Zurich exactly 1 month ago,
Wow. So,
the
so what we
30th of July.
There we go. So what we've done here is this is part two with Miss Maria Grazia, and
Yeah.
now there was a little chink in the plans before you got to Zurich. So talk about what you were supposed to do first before you get to Zurich.
Okay. Before going to Zurich, the plan was going to Milan, to Trezzo,
Hmm.
uh, in on the 16th of July.
Okay.
But like in 2023, 2 days before, I received the email and then the announcement through the WASP Nation that the concert was and the VIP was deleted again
Hmm.
because of the ferry lines,
Right.
the Grimaldi lines. That because the band was in Greece
Hmm.
and the ferry lines cancelled a ferry that would have brought all the gear
Hmm.
and the band also to Italy.
Right.
So it was again, as you can imagine, a heartbreaking moment.
Right. Because
Really,
you had a plan in 2023, but then Blackie's back issues, I think, got into play with that.
it was deleted again in 2023 because of his back pain. So Blackie had to go to Berlin for
Hmm.
the. Then you can imagine receiving that announcement 2 days before, as exactly as it happened in 23,
Yeah.
2 years after. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Uh, Very sad, very angry. I read comments on the Italian fan club that were violent,
Mm.
really violent.
Wow.
So it was really a bad moment until I said, okay, what I have to do. So I uh, decided to go to Zurich because, first of all, it was 2 weeks after, on the
Hmm.
3rd of July. Then I had a French uh, friend from Facebook
Hmm.
that I knew she was in Zurich, so I planned to go to the same hotel where she was, just to have company because John, just to tell you, could be surprising, but it was the first time for me that I decided to do a trip on my own.
Mm. Okay.
So I said, okay, sure, at the beginning, I was very fearful. Many worries, you can imagine. Then I
Hmm.
said, okay, for Blackie, I will do that. And I decided also, for a form of superstition, to not tell to anybody. I mean, to not post anything.
Yeah.
To go to Zurich. So then I on the early morning of the 30th of July, I went to Zurich by train. So it was 4 hours by train from Milan.
Wow.
And arrived to the hotel, do the check-in, and then just after, time to relax in a bit, and then after 2 hours, I had the VIP. The VIP was really something magical.
Very cool.
It was amazing, and because of the connection that I felt between me and Blackie. And regarding you and our first episode, when Jay said, you can do to Blackie only one question, I thought in my mind, okay, it's the time to do the question that I was prepared with John.
Right.
And so think that you have to think that I was prepared because just the day before of leaving Zurich, I watched again our first episode.
Okay.
So I prepared. And then when it was my turn to speak, first of all, Blackie called me Little Miss Italian. And it was like he knew me from always.
Right.
And he had a sweetness with me that was really amazing for me.
Yeah.
And then when I did my question, he said, "Oh boy, that's good."
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
you gotta love that.
credit on that. So this was my first satisfaction, total satisfaction, because I didn't expect to have this reaction from him. I impressed him.
Yeah.
And when I told him I would like to know the mother-son relationship in your music. So I started mentioning Jonathan, the Crimson Idol, the Neon God, and then I mentioned your line, about the Kill Your Pretty Face. And in that moment, there was a pause because he told me that song has nothing to do with my mother.
Right.
And I said, and in that moment, I interrupted him. And I said, yeah, but there's a line about the mother and the womb.
Yeah.
And he said, but you know for whom I wrote that song. I said, your ex.
Right.
And he said, exactly.
Yep.
So it was why I told you a connection, a deep connection, because it was like having a conversation on the same level. it was this was the most amazing thing
Right.
for on that time on that VIP. Uh, and then he told me these fantastic things, that he never rebelled to his parents.
Mm-hmm.
So he uh, he gave me an answer that was at the end was very private
Mm.
life, about his relationship with his parents, with his mother and his father,
Mm-hmm.
both. Uh, so not so at the end, not so much about the music, but much more about his life.
Mm-hmm.
And that was I really appreciate it. And the other note that I have to tell you is that at the beginning, when he called me Little Miss Italian, I told him, yes, I'm here because of the concert deleted again after 2 years in Italy.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, not my fault.
Very true.
And and then I said, I know that it was about the fairy lines.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I then said, I hope you can reschedule. You can reschedule that date.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, not this year. I'm sorry.
Ugh.
So, John, imagine uh, 10 days ago, when I received the email that said that Italy was rescheduled on the 30th of October. Imagine,
Oh
I
yeah.
screamed.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure there were fireworks in the sky and champagne bottles cracking. Yep.
Because I said, it's 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 amazing. It means that it's great. It means that Blackie listened to me.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's some, Italian promoters heard you too. So yeah, it's good. Good. No, that's awesome. That's
No, no,
that.
no. It was awesome. Really,
Yeah.
really, really an amazing thing. But when, after this magical experience, I said I have to talk to John again about this experience, because it was so amazing
Yeah.
and so connected to what we said in the first episode, that
Hmm.
I decided to ask you a second chance.
Oh yeah. Well, and we'll do part three. So, when the next after the next one. So, but keep us in suspense what you're going to ask him this time. I
Do
want
you?
I want to wait until we do part three after you've seen him in October. I'll let you tell the story then. I don't want to jinx anything for you.
Okay,
So
okay.
so you could
I,
you could you could keep that one, and we'll all find out together when we do part three. How's that sound?
I have it in my mind, but this time I will keep it for myself
There you go.
for the third episode.
That's right. We want to I want to leave the folks who watch this. I want to leave them in suspense a little bit.
Okay.
Give them a little cliffhanger of sorts.
Yeah,
But
absolutely, absolutely,
yeah, yeah.
absolutely.
So, it's funny how you talk about how he had that sweetness and what he said to you in your response. Um,
Mhm.
I think back to the second time when I got to do it at the end of 2024 in Atlanta, and I asked about um, I kind of told him one about my past and what
Mhm.
kind of led me away from the band, what brought me back to the band, and all that kind of stuff. And then I mentioned about the one thing I wanted to talk about was Arthur,
Okay.
the Killer Kane thing.
Yeah, Killer
And
Kane.
and as soon as I said like Arthur and the New York Dolls, he kind of gave this, oh boy, I was like, oh, do I really
Yeah.
want to go here? And of course, he would talk about how he basically was like, watching these guys in rehab, and it was like these old style rehabs where it was like all these beds in a hospital, and it was like a
mm,
horror movie scene or something. It was like it was,
mm,
for him at that age, it was a pretty traumatic thing for him to see all
mm,
that. But
mhm.
hey, it got him to LA, and that was
Yeah.
his thing. But yeah, but yeah, then going back to what I first had talked about when he turned it back to that, and he wanted to know if I wanted to talk more about that. I was flabbergasted. That was still a moment I'll never forget. But
For me
it
too.
was very, very cool. But yeah, so cool that you got to do this in Zurich. And it's I didn't know how long of a train ride that was. So 4 hours, that's not too bad. Uh,
No, I had an inconvenience at that morning because a freight train stopped in the middle of the line.
oh no.
So yeah, so
Oh geez.
at the end I had 1 hour of delay.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm, mm, mm.
that was scary,
That was
but
a little hair raising.
I did it. I did
Good,
it
good,
for Blackie. I did it
good.
for Blackie.
So,
I
um,
was brave for him.
that's right. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure he appreciated that too.
Yeah.
Um, so, I just kind of want to talk a little bit about the show itself. What did you
Mm,
think about hearing the first album played in its entirety?
it was amazing. It was really amazing
Yeah.
because the first of all, uh, the advantage of the venue in Zurich, the complex,
Mm-hmm.
is is quite little.
Okay.
So it it has a capacity of 1,400 people.
Okay.
So it's quite little.
Right.
Uh, so um, just because I was inside after the VIP uh, was 45 minutes,
Mm-hmm. Right.
so less than an hour.
Okay.
Then I waited with that French fan that I was that was
Mm-hmm.
me, and at I think 8 p.m. there was a supporting band, an
Okay.
opening act. There
Okay.
was an opening act that was a Swiss uh, glam band.
Okay.
They were crazy. They were like saying Motley Crue in '85.
Oh boy. I saw Motley Crue in '85, so I know about that. Yeah.
Books, yeah, and they were crazy. But they did a show quite short of
Mm-hmm.
half an hour.
Okay.
Then all the other half an hour was for the roadie to mount the stage for
Mm-hmm.
Wasp,
Right.
to mount Elvis, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and the microphones, the chain microphones for Douglas and Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, when they arrived, it was exactly 9 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
and Blackie started to do, that um, thing that he does at the beginning always with his hands and his arms open.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I read somewhere that is a prayer to Lord.
Hmm. I think that's right. Yes. I
It's
believe
always
that's right.
prayer to Lord to say, uh, Lord, help me with my voice
Mm-hmm.
to go straight. So it's always amazing. But then you have to consider I was in a wonderful location because I was on the extreme right
Okay.
of the stage, front row, in front of Douglas. So perfect position
Right. Right.
to see everything to make videos, and some of them posted on some of the groups.
Mm-hmm.
And so the show was really great.
Nice.
I um I know that can sound, a women comment, but the outfit that Blackie has is fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like the Dominator era in
Mm-hmm.
206, but with the color that is like Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it's amazing.
Yep.
That outfit is amazing.
Yep.
Uh, and for sure, now that is perfectly in shape, that
Mm-hmm.
it is um, great on
Oh
him.
yeah.
Is great on him.
Well,
Uh,
at least he didn't try to fit into the outfit he had on for like the first album.
yeah,
Just
because
saying. I don't think we want to see that, but no, just saying.
you
Well, I don't want to see that anyway. Maybe I'm just speaking for myself. So,
yeah, because um, John, you could watch the WASP mini museum, right?
hmm,
In a,
yeah, yeah. We
so
we got to we got to see it in Atlanta.
so
Yeah.
the cod piece of the Fuck Like a Beast, and
Hmm.
the outfit of the Last Command tour,
Hmm. Right.
right?
I believe so. Yes.
The
Yeah.
one with
Yeah. The
the
chaps.
yeah, yeah, the and also with the Indian
Yes. Yes.
wings.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Imagine that us in Europe had only Elvis,
Hmm.
codpiece,
Hmm.
and the two bass guitars,
Hmm.
or the
Right.
BC Rich bass guitars. The
The
the one,
Warlock. Yeah. The Warlock.
the Black
Yeah.
Widow, the Black Widow,
Yeah. The Black Widow. Thank you. Yeah.
the Black Widow. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so
That's
mm,
a that's
but
a Warlock over there.
yeah, but uh, for example, I loved very much listening to BAD
Yes.
because it's the first time that they do it live. The first time, because it's not in
No,
the
it's not something that they've done a lot in over the years. So yeah, a lot of that.
it's great, and how Blackie plays guitar, his guitar at the beginning
Hmm.
is something amazing. And then I had goosebumps when he did the acoustic intro of Wild Child.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was
Listening
cool.
to that live was really something amazing.
Yeah, it was.
It's great.
Yep.
It's
It's like
uh,
it's like how many, it's like one of the most popular songs by the band. At
true.
some point, he's like, okay, I got to do something a little bit different to keep it somewhat fresh.
Yeah,
So, and he did. That intro was really, really cool. I almost wish I had videoed it, but I was like, I just remember I took a few pictures here and there, but for the most part, I wanted to be 15 years old again, listening
mm,
to that first album for the first time the way I did when I was 15.
yeah,
And that's how I wanted to be. I didn't want the distractions of my phone constantly of taking pictures or trying to take videos and stuff like that. I
yeah.
really had the mindset that I wanted to enjoy the album like I was 15 again. And it was an
I
amazing experience.
You know what, John? I think that maybe it did it because in some way it's a way to celebrate the 40 years of the
Yeah.
last company.
Yeah, yeah, 40 years. Now, granted, I don't think you're going to get The Last Command played in its entirety
Oh,
anytime soon. Yeah, I don't think that's ever going to happen. But if they did, boy, I would love to hear them pull. I would love to see them sneak Savage into that mix.
yeah, I agree. I agree. I agree. And the other song that really blows you away is Tormentor.
Yes,
Tormentor
yes.
is sans is no words, no words, because the energy of that song, the atmosphere, is
Uh-huh.
something so good that I remember even Blackie said that in one of the last meet and greets that Tormentor is great live.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean that was a god. You think about that. That was like a focal point in the club days.
Yeah,
With the woman on the rack and everything else they did with all that stuff. And of course, he's not going to pull all that stuff now. All those theatrics now. You get to see the video of it, but it's
mm,
still the energy of the song is just
yeah,
amazing. Great. It was
it's
so good.
exactly as in '84,
Yep.
as to see the Lyceum.
Yep.
It's the same. The energy is the same as the Lyceum.
Mm-hmm. It was
Great,
very good.
great.
For me, sleeping in the fire, getting
Yeah,
Doug gets his solo spot, and which is always good. I always loved the live version on Live in the Raw, even though it's doctored up a lot, but it still sounds, the solo Chris took on that thing was just so good.
yeah.
Um, and then Doug kind of followed his own with that, and just got it.
But
He got the chance to
you
spot.
you know that Doug said also recently that he mm, as his main influence
Hmm.
is Randy Piper.
That's interesting.
The Randy
Now that you
the,
say that, yeah, that is
the
interesting.
Randy Piper solos in
Hmm.
all the first album for Douglas were really inspirational. And you know, uh, regarding I think about uh, all the songs from Love Machine to I Wanna Be Somebody to BAD.
Hmm.
In everyone, it is inspired always by Randy. And
Hmm.
remembered also, you know that in Seattle,
Yes.
the last year, Randy was there at the
Yeah.
concert.
I remember seeing that. Yes.
But
Yeah.
in Sleeping in the Fire, to tell you the truth, in my opinion, uh, Douglas is very good, but to me, Douglas is more for solos like in Golgotha album,
Hmm.
in The Idol,
Right.
uh, Sleeping in the Fire solo for me is Chris Holmes,
Yeah.
because Chris in that solo is absolutely great.
Yes. Yeah. That's a shining moment for Chris.
It is
Absolutely is.
my humble opinion, not taking anything from Douglas.
Hmm.
To me, Douglas is when you listen to him playing the Idol solo.
Hmm.
I think Douglas feels that more
Hmm.
than Sleeping in the Fire.
Yeah. I
This
would
is
agree
my
with that.
this is my opinion.
I would agree with that. I would agree with that because I've learned by ear playing
Mm,
the live version on Live in the Raw of Sleeping in the
mm,
Fire. And man, even when I'm playing that on my guitar, granted I'm no Chris Holmes, but boy, when I can play it, I feel it. It just you just can't help but feel it. And even when you're listening to it in the car or
yeah,
in here, and I'm playing that. I mean, you just feel that song. It
Absolutely
just always was one of my favorites from the album originally, and always was such a highlight for me from Live in the
yeah.
Raw, and then getting to finally hear it and see it live was also very special. Yeah, I
Mm,
mean every song on the I mean even School Days. I don't even claim School Days to be like my top tier favorite song from the
true,
album, but
true.
but to hear it, Hellion, heck yeah, that's always been one of my favorites too. And of course
Hmm.
we've gotten On Your Knees, and we've got bits of Torture Never Stops, and
Hmm. True.
we've always heard "I Want to Be Somebody" and "Love Machine." You got a little bit of the Flame. Back in 2022, you got a piece of that. So, we've gotten, granted over here we got that you did because you didn't get to see that, but we got that medley with the Flame and Torture Never Stops and Inside the Electric Circus and On Your Knees. So
On your knees.
yeah, great song.
When
So
when
good.
when Blackie does the intro part of the vocal part of on your knees, and
Hmm.
that this is the song that we open with for 40 years.
Yep.
We never played I
It's
Wanna Be Somebody at the beginning,
nope.
like,
That had to be a weird thing, but
yeah.
I mean, it made sense. You got to do it in the order of which it came in.
Mhm.
It's like he had said somewhere. It's like if you were to see Led Zeppelin and they were going to play Led Zeppelin 4 in its entirety, do you want them to really start off with Going to California?
Yeah,
No.
that is that.
You want to hear Black Dog be the first song, and then you want to hear Rock and Roll, then you want to hear Battle of Evermore, then you want to hear Stairway to Heaven, then you want to hear
Yeah,
Misty Mountain Hop, Four Sticks, Going to California, When the Levee Breaks. Boom. That's how you want to hear that album. You don't want
and
to hear it jumbled up. So you got to do it in the order of that way.
yeah. And I said about the promoter, you got me by the
Yeah. Yeah.
by Yang.
Yep.
You
Yep.
said, got me by the Yang.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. So, you got to do
Yeah,
what you got to do.
yeah,
But it does after this one live tour, I really do wonder what's next. What kind of a tour are they going to do next? You
yeah.
know,
Me
um, I don't, I mean, who knows? I know you're not going to get Last Command. You're not going to get Inside the Electric Circus lot,
too.
in its entirety, nothing like that. I'm
Mhm.
sure he'll probably, maybe I'd love, I'm sure Crimson will probably be done. Crimson Isle will probably be done. And
Mhm.
but who knows? That's in the future. Let's let him finish this tour and get the book
Yeah.
out and see what other fun things they can come up with. But
Because at the end, mm, there were these four dates added, and
mhm.
Italy is the last date of this tour.
Okay, very
Is
cool.
really the last. So we have this called it a privilege. I don't know,
Yeah.
the
Well, you know,
to close to close the tour.
absolutely. I think of the other Wasp woman, Lori, and
Mm,
I know she was traveling around to some of the different dates overseas and stuff. I
yeah,
thought, wow,
she was,
wouldn't that be cool to see her go out to Italy to that show and say, yeah, you two could meet up, and then I can have you both on, but at the same
oh
time.
no, 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 absolutely. We
Hint, hint,
stayed,
Lori.
me
Go book it.
me and Laurie stayed in touch quite often this summer, and also because she was in Munich the week after I
Right,
was in Zurich,
right.
and in Munich she had to go to the VIP, but the VIP was deleted.
Hmm.
So
Interesting.
yeah, mm, and so the problem for her was that she couldn't switch
Hmm.
to
A
another
different
VIP.
show. Oh boy.
Uh, uh, in my opinion, and this is the in my case, this was the my choice, that when the VIP and show in Milan was
Mm-hmm.
deleted, in the email that I received, they told me, if you want, you can switch to another
Right.
VIP.
Hmm.
The most important thing is for you to send us the ticket of the other show that you want to attend.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sort of a guarantee for the band.
Right.
Uh, so it's what I did. I bought the ticket. I sent it to the Wasp Nation VIP, and I also sent, after some days, I sent another email for confirmation of the
Mm-hmm.
because I was silent with everyone. But I planned this trip in every detail.
Mm-hmm.
So
Hmm.
I was really very well prepared for everything.
Good.
And what scared me was that in some cases, in Ireland or in Munich, in the case of Laurie,
Mm-hmm.
uh, uh, some VIPs were deleted, uh, and maybe people knew that 2 days before, or the
Mm-hmm.
same day, which is maybe I thought it was a case of low number of people.
Mm.
Could be,
Right.
because I didn't expect it to see in Zurich 14 people
Hmm.
attending the VIP.
Right. Yeah, because here in the States, they were limited to 25.
Yeah. Also here,
Hmm.
in Europe, the limit is 25.
Mm-hmm.
This is the limit. But I have to tell you, uh, I will never end to thank Jay, because Jay was really a sweetheart.
Jay's a good guy.
Jay is
Jay
a
and
good
Jay and Michael.
and
Michael can be a bit of a curmudgeon at times on the three sides of a coin podcast, but he's a good guy. He knows what he's doing,
yeah.
and Jay's a great guy. He's a solid person. So kudos to both Jay and Michael.
Jay, I was really amazed because he was very kind with all of us.
Mm-hmm.
It took the photos with Elvis, with
Mm-hmm.
then during the signing. The other thing that I would like to tell you, I brought for Blackie to sign
Mm-hmm.
the my Crimson Idol CD, and a photo of 1989 that was made by the photographer Tony Mottram.
Okay.
And when I showed that to Blackie, he said this pic was made just after the Real Me video.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He, he remembered perfectly the moment that was made. So
Wow.
now I have it framed with the pics that I received from Jay. So I have a memory forever.
There's one of
Yeah,
mine. There's one of
yeah,
mine. So.
yeah. Because another sweetheart person was Taz Gardner,
Mm-hmm.
the
Okay.
tour manager. Because you have to imagine, in a venue so little, uh, you know that Taz is at the lightning booth.
Yes. Yeah.
And so when it was time to exit from the venue, I I was I passed in front of him, and he had in the pocket two picks and gave it to me. So
Yeah.
it was as I told you, a magical night
Mm-hmm.
for many aspects.
Yep.
Wonderful memory for life.
Yep.
Wonderful memory for life,
I
John.
think I think we got, I don't know, you can see that.
Yeah,
That was some extra picks we were given at the last at that last show. Um
yeah,
they just had some extras of from that concert or from that tour, and
mm,
so they were able to give that to us too. So that was a
yeah,
nice added bonus. So
yeah,
yeah, good stuff. Good stuff,
yeah.
man. It
Absolutely.
I'm so glad we got to talk about this.
I'm
And I can't wait to hear about part three. That's just going to be so cool.
really,
Um,
John. What an amazing way to celebrate the 1 month from that amazing experience that
yep.
do this episode with you.
Yep.
Really,
Yep.
thank you again.
Yes. So
Thank you again.
you got it. You got it. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed listening to her tell her stories here. They're awesome. It's just I love being able to hear stories like this from people all around the world. You know, and she was such a big supporter of the original Wasp Wednesday series, and so it's been nice to be able to get this nice kinship going. Hopefully, I still got a couple of folks that I want to do Wasp Women shows with. I haven't forgotten you, y'all. I didn't forget you. I just life's just been kind of wacky for me, so I apologize in advance. But I thank you, Miss Mariagrazia, the little Miss Italian, as paraphrased a little bit there.
Yeah,
So we're gonna hit part three, like maybe in November, somewhere in there. But we'll definitely hit part three. You don't want to miss that. So all I could say is, y'all, go check out, if you're overseas, go check out Wasp on this tour, this last leg of this tour. You won't want to miss hearing that first album done live in its entirety. Sorry,
absolutely
folks, no Animal, no Show No Mercy, no Paint It Black. So don't get that in your head. Just make sure y'all know that. But
true.
you still get a good little set of other stuff that, we all know and love. One day we'll get maybe a set of some songs from the later albums. That would be absolutely amazing. We'll just, and I'll just leave it at that. But y'all, thank you, Miss Maria Grazia. Go listen to
Thanks.
some Wasp. Rock forever. The torture never stops, y'all. John Clauser, Johnny Metal, the Metal Dad. Wasp Wednesday. Rejoice. We will see you soon for part three later in the fall. And hopefully we'll get some other folks in here. Y'all take care. God bless y'all, and we'll see you soon.